If you stood in the middle of a traditional dealership lot 10 years ago and would have told anyone that some startup from Illinois would soon be out-engineering the giants of Detroit and Germany, they would have probably laughed you off the pavement. But today, that laughter has turned into some very nervous silence. The automotive world is currently holding its breath. Rivian, the company founded by R.J. Scaringe that has proved electric trucks could actually be cool, isn't just making a smaller SUV, they are launching a tactical strike on the heart of the global car market. This is the R2, and it's the vehicle that decides whether Rivian becomes the next household name or a footnote in the history of the EV revolution. For years, Rivian was the rich kid brand, with the R1T and R1S commanding high price tags that kept them in the driveways of the elite. But the world is changing, and R2 is about to prove that adventure forever can be accessible to the rest of us. This isn't just any other car, it's a $45,000 gamble designed to conquer America, invade Europe, and leave the competition scrambling for an answer. Today, we're peeling back the skin of the 2026 Rivian R2, a 656 horsepower compact beast that's more tech giant than car manufacturer. Before we get into the face-melting 0 to 60 times, we have to talk about what this car represents. While its big brothers are hulking off-roaders, the R2 is what Rivian calls a Heartland car. It's similarly sized to a BMW X3 or a Hyundai Tucson, making it narrow enough for tight European streets, but rugged enough for the trail. Rivian's CEO, R.J. Scaringe, views this car as part of an ecosystem, much like an Apple product. It's not just a crossover, it's a platform for a lifestyle. We're talking about a vehicle that comes with its own custom-designed treehouse rooftop tent featuring a heated mattress and lighting, a compact travel kitchen, and even a flashlight that charges right inside the door. The engineering shift here is massive. By moving to a unitary body instead of the heavy ladder frame used in the R1, the R2 is 22% stiffer, with a much lower center of gravity. It's lighter, it's more agile, and at 2,250 kilograms, or close to 5,000 pounds, it's designed to handle with a precision that its larger siblings simply cannot match. Now, let's talk about the hardware, because even at half the price of the R1, the specs are frankly absurd. The R2 will offer 3 distinct flavors of power: a single-motor rear-wheel drive base, a dual-motor all-wheel drive, and the flagship tri-motor setup. The heart of this beast is a new drive unit, nicknamed Maximus. These aren't off-the-shelf parts, they're designed in-house with a single-piece input gear and rotor shaft to slash weight and cost. In the dual-motor performance trim, we're looking at a staggering 656 horsepower. But here's the real punchline: the acceleration. Rivian claims the R2 tri-motor will rip from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. That's violent speed for a family SUV, yet the drivetrain is so perfectly calibrated that it stays smooth and linear when you're just gliding through the suburbs. One of the biggest complaints about modern EVs is that they are overly complex computers on wheels that are a nightmare to service. Rivian's engineers decided to simplify everything. They've developed a central electronics unit, also nicknamed the Treehouse, though not to be confused with the tent. This unit bundles the ECUs and the battery management system into one single block. By consolidating 17 separate computers down to just 7, they've removed 1.5 miles of internal wiring. Because the Treehouse is accessible from inside the cabin, technicians won't have to drop the entire motor or battery to fix it. On the road, this intelligent system translates to a ride that feels incredibly refined. The R2 uses semi-active dampeners that adjust according to drive mode, allowing it to handle sudden bumps with a one-and-done composure that rivals the Land Rover Defender. Perhaps the most controversial part of any modern car is the interior. Everyone is tired of the endless touchscreens and complex menus. Luckily, Rivian is taking a different path. While they've kept the massive 15-inch center displays as the primary interface, they've introduced what they call Haptic Halo Wheels on the steering wheel. These are physical, rotating wheels that give you tactile feedback when you adjust things like volume or temperature. It's a clever solution for those who want physical agency without a cluttered dashboard of plastic buttons. Then there's the Rivian Assistant. This is an in-house voice assistant powered by large language models. You don't just give it commands, you can ask it for the history of a landmark you just passed, or have it manage your calendar via AI. They've even included a pet monitoring system that lets you check on your dog from your phone while the car manages the cabin climate. The core of the R2 is a battery pack that is actually a structural component of the vehicle. It lends rigidity to the vehicle and simultaneously functions as a crash absorption area. Although Rivian is not revealing the exact capacity of the batteries just yet, the intention is very clear: an EPA range of at least 300 miles for the longest range models. With a 450-volt architecture, the R2 can charge from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes at a DC fast charger. The most exciting aspect of ownership could very well be the software. Rivian is a software giant, owning the entire stack, from hardware to software, which means the vehicle is chock full of features that are being updated and optimized on a regular basis via over-the-air updates every 4 to 6 weeks. While we know all about the technical specs, the look of the car is what will win people over. Chief Design Officer Jeff Hammoud has created a vehicle that is unashamedly two-box in its silhouette. It looks like an SUV should: rugged, fit for purpose, and refreshingly friendly. It's packed with small human touches, like the rear glass window that drops down completely, which is perfect for sticking surfboards or long gear out of the back. The rear wiper is hidden in a recess to keep the aerodynamics clean, and the interior features 2 huge glove boxes and class-leading front space because it was designed for people who actually go outside. The Rivian R2, then, marks a new era for the American startup. They've already mastered the high-end luxury market with the R1, but now they're entering the trenches of the mass market. The technical evidence suggests they've built a monster: 656 horsepower in the dual-motor version, a treehouse electronics suite that slashes complexity, and a software stack that actually makes sense to the human brain. But the question remains: will the world's most loyal car buyers trade their Teslas or BMWs for an upcoming brand from Illinois? We'll find out when the first production models hit the road in 2026. What do you think? Is the R2 the ultimate Tesla killer, or is Rivian trying to do too much, too fast? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on the future of adventure. Stay curious, drive with passion, and I'll see you in the next one.